Right when I sat down, I seen the cops driving like on the sidewalk. You can kind of see some tracks here. People were like kind of jumping out of the way. I couldn't pull my phone out in time. But the cop got out, turned off his lights, and then they kind of went down to look over where the houses are, and there's another cop over there too, so I'm not too sure what's going on. Oh, it looks like he's looking for something over here. How's it going, officer?
Doing all right. How are you?
Not too bad. See where he came up over on this side. You kind of see his car. Is it focusing? I think I see another one down here too. That little bag with him. So it looks like he collected something, which I guess is good because we probably don't want that out on the streets. Says lights on there for a second. I'll sneak in over here. I was gonna say, might want to turn on your headlights there, Mr. Copper. The cops, oh, that kid said, the cop didn't see me. So Dougie. Little dog wanted to say hi. It's super dark out here, but wanted to come out for the meteor shower. I guess I should update my title a little bit, but I don't think the stream would be able to pick it up anyway, so something's down there. It hid. Hey, I forgot that this has a light on it too. I should be testing it right now. Oh, there's a bat right there. He's flying over the water. Maybe if I keep it right here, you'll see him come. Oh, there he is. Zen, how's it going? Came out for the meteor shower tonight. Hopefully I could see something. Like, looks like I got a clear, pretty decent spot to observe. They did say the moon is going to be pretty bright. The sturgeon moon is tonight, so that's going to be pretty fun too. 5:36 a.m. I'm not bad at all. It's 8:37 p.m. here. Yeah, today was definitely a warm one. Kind of just was hanging out inside. Yeah, it's definitely a nice little spot. There's a few different fish in here too. Oh, there's like bass and I believe bluegill, and then of course like your carp or catfish, basically, something like that. They're eating up all the insects. Like it's dinner time. Yeah, when I first showed up, I sat down and seen some lights, and there's like a cop driving on the sidewalk. I was like, whoa. Didn't have my stream up in time. I was debating whether or not I should just charge the stabilizer. But then since they got out, I was like, well, I might as well get it up. It said it lasts 12 hours, so I thought I only used it maybe 3-4 hours the other day, so I should still have some good battery. Yeah, no big lakes at all, huh? Interesting. Oh, and 3, oh, okay, 2 days. Oh, man. Man, it's getting close. Getting very close. Whoa, see that bat up there? That one got pretty high up there. Usually they're flying like right over your head. It's a good girl.
My parents have bikes too.
I'll try to put up, like, I guess I could have enabled VODs for this one, but like I'll try to do more. I could try to do more where I won't play any copyright music. That way I could leave it up or post clips. I always post clips on YouTube, actually. You can check out some of the clips there. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, Zen. When life calls, you gotta attend. And I understand, you know. Here's one of the birds you could find here. A double-crested cormorant, I believe, bright orange cheeks. They're water birds that seek aquatic bodies big enough to support their mostly fish diet. Oh, so you could see them diving and chasing underwater. Ah, I've seen those ones. I wonder what they were. Guess now I know. I haven't seen that one. They've been adding those more recently. Oops, let me turn that off. There we go. Yeah, I agree. Like, I agree with your point there. Like, especially lately, I've gotten, I'm not addicted to lives, but I've just been watching a ton of lives. And it's always nice when you could actually like interact, you know, or have a live conversation. Like sometimes I'll watch videos and I'm like, man, if they did that live, that'd be awesome. How'd the moon look last night for you, Zen? I'd say yes and no. Some of the more recent fires within the past few years aren't as common because some of them have been started by people, basically. So they're like, I guess you could say man-made fires or something like that. So it's not natural. But like other than that, I mean, as far back as the Indians that were here, I know that they would utilize like lightning strikes and stuff like that and like almost do like controlled burns where they would like harvest a certain area and then basically burn it, and then burning it basically gets all the nutrients and stuff basically back into the ground in a sense. It's really weird, but you wouldn't think that. I'm not sure if you know about that yet. There's that. Yeah, some of them, especially like I have some footage on YouTube when I was driving through Oregon during those really crazy fires. I don't know if you heard about those, but man, there was like a ton of acres burned. Oh, there's some bats up there flying around. And I drove by like a huge fire camp where there was like hundreds of people just in their tents helping out, trying to put out the fire. And like just driving through there was active fires going. Even with the windows up, I could barely even breathe because there was so much smoke. It was insane. It's absolutely insane. There were like some parts where it was just like impossible. Whoa, you could see the moon there now. Holy cow, look at that. I need to take a picture with my S21 here. Pro. Man, that looks crazy. Here, let's see if you could see. I got a pretty good photo of it on my phone. 1 second. Let me turn my brightness down a little bit. Just trying to focus into it. That's the picture I just took of the moon. How did it look last night? Was it orange? Or like yellowish, I guess you would say? Here, another freaking... A wildfire started near my grandparents' house? Uh-oh. Hopefully they're fine. Oh, I found a nice little spot right here. I'm probably getting tore up by these mosquitoes right now. There's a ton of, not a ton, but there's quite a bit of mosquitoes out. That's why I like this park, because there's a lot of bats and they just eat those mosquitoes right on up. Wonder if I could do this here. There's a plane. Yeah, there's a plane that was just flying underneath it. Man, it's gigantic. What game do you think I should play? Should I try out the game, try out the game that you mentioned? Sorry if I'm not talking much, I'm trying to get a good picture right now. Survival games? Yeah, I used to play, I mean, if you would call it a survival game. The games I used to play a lot were, Call of Duty Black Ops, with the tunnel and everything, that huge map, where you could go live and stuff like that online and play with other people, and I would do all kinds of crap, like, I'd find the glitches and stuff like that. I kind of cheat a little bit sometimes. And then on GTA 5, I have a modded account. I think I still do, actually. I bet if I logged into it, I'd get banned instantly, though. Call of Duty Zombies, hell yeah. Yeah, first-person shooter. That'd be awesome. That's actually a great idea. I should do that. And then just be able to stream it on the computer. Oh yeah, let me do a nice shot like that too. Okay. Mosquito in my ear. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I know about that game. Is that the one you play? Ah, the mosquito on my frickin' eyeball. I can't say if I ever... I definitely remember seeing a commercial about it. It's the one I think you're talking about. Man, they are getting it. Dang it, I tried to do that video good. Didn't work out. Telephoto doesn't like that one. You can tame dinos? What are you talking about? It's online. Ark Survival Evolved. It's hard to figure out in the beginning. I like a little challenge, definitely. You can tame dinos? That piques my interest, sir. That piques my interest. Okay, Ark Survival and Rainbow Six Siege. see here. I could finally put my computer to use. Nice. Heck yeah, it'll be an amazing place to retire. Maybe by the time you're ready, it'll be affordable. Not saying that you wouldn't be able to. It's just everything's gone up like crazy. I'm sure like it has everywhere, but oh yeah, I follow Bunky too. And then also used you too, Zen. I believe I followed you yesterday. Yeah, I followed you yesterday too. Yeah, especially with those, how you were, we were talking about those iPhones. That was insane. Like $1,600 for the phone. And then shipping costs are inflated like crazy. Jesus. iPhone 8 was 550 bucks. I gave up on iPhone when they came out with the 4, honestly. I can't remember if I told you that story, but yeah. And like what I've come to find out, or I just come to figure, is that, I mean, I don't want to offend anybody, but Apple is, what it comes down to is it's like overpriced Chinese garbage, in my opinion, you know. Yeah. Alright, Bonky. I'll definitely catch one of your streams. I want to check out the game. You know, figure it out. Some guys lighting fireworks over here or something. I haven't seen anything in the sky yet. I came out for the meteor shower. Make sure you try to get outside and take a peek at that, Bunky. And check out the moon too. I mean, it's insane. Apple is definitely easy to use. Yeah, that's true. I'll give you that. I mean, I gave in. I was a full-on Apple person. I bought apps, I bought music, I bought everything because like you had to, right? You couldn't just download it. I'm not sure about now, but that's how it was for me. And yeah, it's just everything's just sitting there now. I probably haven't opened up my account in 6, 7, maybe even 8 years. No, I don't have Discord. I do not. Well, no, actually, oh yeah, I don't actually. No. No, I don't. I should get one for my channel. That'd be kind of cool. I'm not sure of everything you can do on there, but I heard of somebody doing. Somebody was watching a movie, like doing a movie night with their chat, and I thought that'd be pretty cool. Do a little movie night or something like that. But so depends on who you ask. Discord has a very bad reputation. It depends on who you ask, though. Trying to balance it with one hand. Let's see here. Trying to get a good video. Sorry for being a little silent right now. Oh, it's about to go in. Under a cloud. Awesome. Yeah, it's about to go under that cloud, and then from there I'll have to wait till it gets above it to grab another shot. You can talk there and stream your screen. You can talk there and stream your screen. Okay, well, so like almost like, cause I use Streamlabs, like on my other one of my other channels. I'll usually just like, I have one camera on me basically, and then one on my hands, or just my hands sometimes, and then I can put like different things in the background. Holy cow, what the heck was that? Something over here. Oh, there's bugs. They're following me. Run! Run! Yeah, right now, what is it? I'm using Streamlabs for this stream for Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. I use Streamlabs, Nightbot. I know, right? They're like, we're taking somebody out. Our crowd is thinning from these gosh darn bats. Alright, let's see what we got over here. Oh no, they're just doing a little fishing. There it focuses. Yeah, on my other for my other channel though, man, it took so long to set up that Streamlabs thing. I was like watching video after video after video, and I almost just was gonna pay somebody to sign it up, or to set it up, I mean. But then finally I persevered and I was like, you know what, I'll just watch another video and I'll figure it out. It's really not good at focusing in the low light. But yeah, I'll definitely have to do that. And well, with Streamlabs too, can they get you for copyright stuff? Is that why people go through like Discord and kind of do, I think, like movies and music and stuff? Because they won't get you for copyright. It's almost like Bitwave or whatever the heck that thing is. Because I think that's how the donations work too. Because like for Streamlabs, I have it hooked up with the donations as well. And so like if you see in my description, I have that Streamlabs link for TTS and media. And like if people abuse that, I'm pretty sure they could like take it away from you. But I'm not sure if that's because they I'm not sure if that's because they monitor it, or if that's because like somebody reports you. Yeah, I definitely hate it, but then again, it's fun because I don't know, I like solving things. My wife doesn't like that so much. I'm like, oh, a problem? And then I'll just talk about it forever until I figure it out. That's almost how I started my other channel, or my small business, I guess you'd say, because some people were saying some stuff couldn't be done, and I'm like, anything can be done. I'm like, come on now. And then I did it, and then yeah. So people were having a nice cookout here. Should have been like, have a plate. What do you guys got? Oh, the moon's almost peeking over again. Yeah, I have both Streamlabs OBS and OBS downloaded, because I'm not sure if you heard about their little feud or whatever not too long ago. Oh, this would be a kind of cool picture. I know, I wish everything would go my way too, bro. It's like chess, huh? Do you know how to play chess? I could play a good game of like Chinese checkers. So what other board games do I like? Maybe I'll sit down for this one. Absolutely. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. But the thing is if you never make mistakes, you never learn, right? I mean, not to go out and say that you should go rob a bank or that you should go do something crazy, but that's, you know, that's the name of the game, basically. If you don't make mistakes, you never learn. If you don't take those opportunities, you'll never know what you missed out on. My brother's really good at chess. I can't play. I don't think I'd like, I just don't have the like, for some reason I feel like I would just get bored. Or like, it's just not something I'm really interested in. Like growing up, I was like I guess like a competitive wrestler. Our dad put us through, all of us through wrestling, and even my sister put my sister through wrestling too. Both of them, or yeah, two of them. He put two of them through wrestling, and yeah, like I enjoy playing guitar. I like to like play riffs every now and again and stuff like that. Man, I wish my dad put me in a chess club when I was young so I could grow up and be a chess master. That'd be awesome. I see some of those videos. That just reminded me. You gotta be careful though, because like that, there was that one kid I seen, and I assume he was pretty good because he was playing a robot, and the robot like grabbed his finger and broke it or something like that. Did you see that video or hear about it? It's pretty crazy. I was like, what? Like, what the heck? This guy's still pretty clear now. Yeah, he saw it. I was like, ooh, definitely had a good day. A little better. I mean, it's never too late, you know. Never too late to go and. Well, I mean, I know you are in Jordan. I'm not sure if your school offers a chess program. I'm not even sure if my school offered a chess program. Probably did. Who knows? But online, I don't know if you ever played online, but I know there's some pretty dang good people online. I know there's some cheaters too, so that kind of takes the fun out of it. I've seen like some online competitions. Like I watched a compilation of people, of like gamers who've cheated, and one of them was like in a chess competition. It's pretty interesting, like an internet chess competition. tell them. You should start a chess club at your school. Like, hey, who wants to actually challenge themselves? Come on now, let's go. Really? Oh wait. I thought sorry. I thought first you said you were learning video games at school. I was gonna say, what the heck? Well, that's actually a good thing to be good at, in my opinion. I mean, I know growing up, they always told all of us never play too much games, and I mean, there were certain families too where they just, you know, if the kids were bored or anything, or if they didn't want the kids around, just go play games, go play games, go play games. But the thing is I even brought it up to my wife recently that certain games that helps with like motor function in a sense, or like, you know, the way you think, kind of faster thinking and stuff like that. There's studies that show like it improves your thinking as far as like decision making in a sense. I'm not saying that it make you make better decisions, but it just activates your brain, and it's good to, I guess, activate it in that way, challenge it in a sense. Almost like those one games where you see like where you see the word yellow but it's blue or something like that, and you have to say what color it is, blah blah blah. Really? Dang, I've never even, anytime I played, it was just basically for fun. Like the first time, or like when I really started playing, I guess, was when I was working night shift. And then like when I'd come home, it would, like I worked in I was a welder. So, you know, it was loud, banging on metal, music blasting, everybody going. But I worked with a good group of guys and stuff, but when I would come home, it would take me like an hour or two just to calm down. Like I'd still have like adrenaline and stuff, and I'd still be ready to work. So I'm like, kind of just play some games, you know, to kind of calm down. But then that didn't really work because, especially on GTA, you know, you could have like gangs and stuff like that. So like we were freaking dominating. I had a lot of fun. I haven't played forever. The last, I used to play on PS3, and it's just in my garage now. I definitely had a blast. I think maybe I should stream a little bit of gaming. That'd be fun. Yeah, that's true. Gives you, yeah, kind of gives you motivation to get there. Gives you a good challenge. Yeah, that's a good point, definitely. And depending too, maybe some cash, and if not cash, some good recognition, you know. But like there was I was watching a video about the guy Drama Alert, and like how he became Drama Alert, I guess. And I guess there's a certain point in time where he started talking about doing like Fortnite challenges or something like that, competitive. And people would go, and I think the prize would be like 20 grand or something like that, which is pretty, I mean, decent price. But then the makers of Fortnite or whoever ended up stepping in, and their prize was like 50,000 or something like that, or maybe even more if I'm not mistaken. It was a lot of money. It's crazy how much money's in gaming, content creation, I mean IRL, all that stuff. It's crazy. Like I seen a Mr. Beast live video the other day. He had 800,000 people in his live stream. was like, Jesus Christ, imagine that. 800,000 people just watching you live. Do, 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 do. Fortnite World Cup. Well, and seeing it was probably after, what is it? It was after I think he started doing his streams because they wanted to like take it over basically and drown him out of it. And then he was saying he wanted to do a Minecraft stream or something like, or a Minecraft something. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. 3 million, yeah. So then now it wasn't 50,000, it was 500,000 for the one that I think they first competed with Drama Alert for, like the first one they ever ran. I think the prize was like $500,000 or something. 3 million, dude, that's insane. Like, Jesus Christ, that is crazy. Perry's Pizza. Oh yeah, see, so there's this lake here, the moon up there, and then there's also this one right on the other side. Damn, you're close to qualifying in the World Cup. Holy cow, you gotta be kidding. Yeah, so you're probably pretty good. I don't know if I'd want to. I don't know if I'd be comfortable with you watching me play. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, really? That was one thing I was gonna ask, but I kind of just assumed that it was already with keyboard. I assumed that you played with keyboard because I originally just played with a controller. Dang, that sucks. But in my opinion, isn't controller like a little more difficult? And keyboard a little easier in a sense? Oh, you do play with the mouse and keyboard right now? Nice. Yeah, that's kind of why I assumed people used keyboards, because I'm not sure, but from what I believe, accuracy, you may be able to be a little more accurate on the keyboard versus the controller. What do we got here? What do we got? It froze? No. I didn't even get no alert yet. Dang it, is it still frozen? Ruh-roh. Dang it, are we still frozen? I think we are. I think we are on a frozen stream. Do you ever go on YouTube, Zen? Well, I'm sure you do go on YouTube, but you just use Twitch more often, or? I use YouTube, or I guess I would honestly say I use Facebook the most, but not for this profile. Dang it, I assume... Oh, okay, it's back. I was about to say, well, I assume it's over. Do-do-do. Do-do. Maybe I'll observe for a little longer. Try to figure out where the heck these meteors are at. Oh yeah, because you were saying that it starts getting harder. Yeah, and that's why I think I understand that people use keyboards rather than controllers, because it's a little more accurate with the keyboard, right? I think, I'm not sure. Oh, we got security. We got security. Like, dude, you're ruining the light. What is going on? You tell like fishing's closed. Heck, where are you going? What are you doing? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Move pixel to pixel, so yeah. I understand. But damn, you were close to competing in that competition with a controller. I mean, shows how pretty dang good you are. Should have just been like, well, just let me have fun. I think they told some people to leave out of there or something. Not sure. See if I get a good shot of the moon right there. Well, on a keyboard you have to use both hands too, right? Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. Each hand has its own duty. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Damn. So it'd probably be better to get a, I have a mouse, but an external keyboard. Holy cow, this is slippery. for aiming and a whole hand for moving. Unlike controller, you have two little sticks that you can't accurately move. Yeah, exactly. I definitely get your point. Really, that little duck? Little duck tried to avoid me. Or I guess did avoid me. Let's see here. Dang, I wish you could see the bats over the park. Yeah, it kind of is. Especially when they're patrolling the park right now. That's what that car was doing, but usually there's quite a few homeless over in this park. Because over there where you see those lights, where it's trying to focus, over there is a homeless home encampment, homeless camp, something like that. Taking people. And I have a clip from when I was on over kind of behind that building. There's a bridge that goes under the highway, and I went over there and there's some homeless people underneath there, and they're all mad because I was filming. It's like, do something about it. You should call the cops. Call the coppers. And then he's like, I'll shoot you. And I was like, if you show anything, I guarantee that'd be the last thing you ever do, buddy. When I turned off my light, I was like, maybe I should turn it back on. Yeah, because it was like pitch black, especially when you turn it off and your eyes are still adjusting. Yeah, it's a little dark over there. Man, I wish there were some snack places open. A topic you should mention. Well, we talked about games. You ever play any, are you looking forward to any sports when you go back to school? I played football. Oh, got another copper. I played basketball. Is he gonna come up here? I think he is. I played basketball. What else? Let's follow this cop around. And football as in, you know, with the pigskin, not football as in soccer. I'm not sure if you guys refer to it as that way. But I did wrestling. I played guitar, played a little bit of saxophone. Oh, maybe that security guard called the cops on somebody that was going through or something like that. Because they came over here and told somebody, I think they told somebody to move. He's going too fast. Why is he going so fast? Guess he does have a ton of lights on there. Whoa. He's spinning around. Oh, he's coming back. I just heard some sirens also. Some sirens. Oh yeah, I knew it was soccer. Yeah, as in football, I was saying the same too. Well, no, not soccer. I was saying football as in football, with the old pigskin. Looks like that was it. And there he goes. But he's going like, oh, is he gonna turn back into the park over on this side? Let's see. Because I don't know how that last one did it, but he flew in there like a psycho. I wonder if he went in through the crosswalk over there. Oh, ping pong. Oh, I played ping pong. I remember playing it. I was super young, but I'd like to say I'm pretty good at ping pong. I would like to say I'm fairly good. I seen a, what is it, oh yeah, I love talking about random things too. Absolutely. I seen this video today, and this guy bought this one person ping pong game, and he's like, I got this because oh man, how did he say it exactly? He's basically saying he got it because he doesn't have any friends, and so he wanted to try it out and see if he could do it. And like, you hold it like this in one hand, and on this side there's a table, and on this side there's a table. And so you mount the ball right here, and then you hold it, and then it pops the ball up, and the net's in the middle, and then you just kind of bounce it on both sides in one hand. And then like halfway through, he just started like fake crying, and he was like, I wish I had friends. It was pretty funny. But I was like, that looks like fun. I was like, I love ping pong. Oh yeah, I'll definitely 1v1 you on ping pong. I mean, I'm like Forrest Gump. Have you ever seen the movie Forrest Gump? Please tell me you've seen the movie Forrest Gump. Please tell me you've seen it. I mean, badminton, wiffle ball, ping pong, tennis, you name it. You know about badminton? You guys ever play any badminton over there? I see how you spelled like that. Badminton. And what you use is you hit a birdie, but it's also it's actually, the birdie is the nickname for it. It's actually called a shuttlecock, which is pretty interesting. Badminton is where you just so you know how tennis, well, like not ping pong tennis, but actual tennis, like tennis with the yellow ball. Instead of the net being low, the net's high, almost like a volleyball net. And then you have a birdie, and it's like round, so it has a little ball. Let's see here. So say if my tip of the finger was the ball, and then behind the ball is like a little cone almost for air in a sense. Really, you've never heard of it? Dang. And so like you have these rackets that sort of resemble tennis rackets, but they're way smaller. So like a badminton racket is probably like oh, I don't know if you can see my hand. It's hard. It's probably like 6 to 8 inches wide. And when you could hit the shuttlecock with all the power you have, like you could hit it like you're trying to hit a home run, and it still will like just go super slow through the air. And like, I mean, it initially goes fast, but it slows down very quickly. It's pretty fun. It was fun playing it in school. And then there's like wiffle ball too, where you play with the perforated ball. Let me see if I can spell that one too. I believe it's called wiffle ball. Oh, you call it feather? Ah, okay. And that's interesting. Because like the thing that we hit, we call it a birdie. So that's interesting that you guys call it a feather. That's awesome though. So I assume you've played it before. I mean, if you're really close to your friend and you throw the birdie up in the air and you hit it as hard as you can, you could leave a little mark on them. I admit, I was a little mean in school. I was a little mean. Nice. Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun game. I remember I think it was in high school, we had a racket sports class. So we played badminton, tennis, wiffle ball, like anything that involved a racket we played. It was pretty fun. What about basketball? Do you like basketball? Are you tall? I mean, you don't have to be tall to play, but... what are you gonna... Oh, you're gonna drink, shoot, 1 second. One second, I'm pretty sure I know what it is. Go. Are you drinking Lassie? I mean, you did say you got a full beard. Do you drink a lot of coffee? Lassie, Lassi. Whoops. That's what I'm assuming what you're drinking. Is that what you're drinking? okay. Dang it. Yeah, Lassie probably isn't for breakfast, huh? More for like dessert. Hold on, let me guess one more time. I think honestly you're probably drinking tea, like lime tea or something like that. Yeah, oh, Lassie is just it's an actual just dessert. Yeah, that makes sense. This will be more for dinner dessert. Are you drinking like a mint tea or a lime tea, some type of tea? Because at first I thought it was something with like a yogurt. Are you drinking a Lebanese rose drink? Sharab ward? Or salab? Are you drinking salab? Dang it. I don't know. I don't know. What the heck are you drinking? Water? Are you drinking water? I have to guess the easy one. Some fresh milk? Some goat milk? I can't. Oh, get out of there. Is it a cinnamon drink? Einer or inner? Einer? Dang it, dude. No, not milk or goat milk, but goat milk is tasty. Dang it. Ah, man, I can't. Like, even with cheeses, like if I eat, I can't, I don't know. I'm not too fond of goat milk cheeses. I have to have the old dairy, the old dairy cow. And like I've had some that are mixed, like a blend of like goat and cow, which it wasn't too bad, but like, ugh. I think it's just my palate. No, I'm not lactose intolerant. It's the flavor. The flavor kind of gets to me. I'm not a picky eater, but I'm kind of picky, I guess. I don't like the taste of, I don't know if anybody likes the taste of alcohol, but I really don't like the taste of alcohol. I don't drink. I haven't drank in years. In years. This whole section is like graded. Yeah, I give up. I can't think of anything else. No. Dang it, I just did it. Oh, I got it to go back. Nice. Oh, you're drinking Coca-Cola? Nice. Oh, dude, I got a post, the other day I was in, what the heck was it? I went, for my birthday, I went to a dessert bar in Denver, like a fine dessert bar, I guess you would call it. And they had a root beer float. Like, you know what a root beer float is, right? We have to clear that up first. Root beer, like root beer with vanilla ice cream. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, exactly. It's a root beer float, and they, you know, vanilla ice cream. You scoop it in there, crack open a good root beer, toss it in. The foam, like the ice cream, and the kind of comes up with the foam. With the foam, I mean. Dude, if you haven't tried a root beer float, I'm gonna flip out. It's usually, like, sometimes you see it in a mug. So all, like, no, root beer doesn't have any beer in it. It is non-alcoholic, correct? And technically, it's not even root beer. Like they use a different thing to get that beer root flavor. But yeah, they put ice cream in the cup, and then you pour your soda, the root beer, on top of it, and boy is it good. But so, and a fun fact actually, root beer floats were actually first made here in Colorado. Go ahead and Google it. Ask where was the first root beer float made? And then you will come up with Colorado. And I love root beer. Oh, okay. They serve the halal food. There's yeah, there's quite a few. There's a few halal places around here, and you know, I know I don't know too much about it, but I know the animal has to be slaughtered a certain way. Things have to be made a certain way. Yep, exactly. It doesn't contain beer, but it has the word beer in it. Exactly. And so here, like, they have the root beer float. Like I said, you put it in your ice cream and then you pour in the root beer and then you just eat it with a spoon and a straw and you drink it. But they, at this restaurant, they had a Coke float where they give you a bottled Coke and what is it? And it's basically the same thing as a root beer float. You put all your ice cream in the cup and then you pour the Coke over it. And what is it? I'm turning my camera off for a second. But yeah, you the Coke float, you pour it over it, and like my wife, she loves Coke. Like people from Mexico, they all love Coke. Like Coke is actually a problem there. Not the drug. I'm talking about the soda. But it's actually a big problem there because like people even think that Coke has like health benefits and like diabetes, like all kinds of health problems they're getting from it. But so she's from Mexico and like all her family loves Coke. And she loves Coke, so I was like, oh, are you gonna get the Coke float? Like, we were just trying new things and stuff like that. And yeah, she got it. I'll have to post some pictures of it. But before we left, I wanted to just try it, just so I could say I tried it. And I know I wouldn't like it because I'm not a huge fan of Coke, but holy cow, it was so sweet. I couldn't imagine, like, I didn't even think it would be that sweet. I was like, oh my God. And like, I had just ate like a cake with a whole melted marshmallow on top and like 2 little like pastries and a chocolate bar. And I was just, man, I felt it in my veins. I was like, oh my God. Alcohol to me tastes like, oh, let me hurry across the street here. Alcohol to me, let's see. Well, like beer, like the only, I don't know what it tastes like, honestly. It has its own taste, right, in a sense, but like the thing that comes to mind is the hops. You know how beer gets its flavor or whatever through the hops, and like I feel like that's what I taste in the beer is like that plant kind of pungent kind of taste and smell, and I'm just like not for it. Even like Corona, I don't know if you know about Corona beer, but it's like ugh. The only time I drank beer was when I would hang out with my grandpa during the summers, and he's a World War II veteran, and so I would help him build stuff and just kind of hang out. But one hot summer day, after a good days of work, he was like, "You want a beer?" And I was like, sure. I mean, he was asking me. He's a veteran. He's my grandpa. I mean, when am I ever gonna say I drank a beer with my grandpa? And I wasn't even 21 yet. I was still living with my dad. Oh, you know Corona beer? Nice. Yeah, like if I ever do drink, it would have to be like hard liquor, and I would have to like chase it down with something like really flavorful. Even when we went out recently, I got like a lemonade. My wife got alcohol. No, I grew up Christian. I guess our parents, or my dad, I guess, raised us Christian. We went to church and stuff like that, but once I got to kind of realize, once I got to kind of figure out that, oh, you know, I'm not choosing to come here. He's like telling us to come here. That's when I realized, like, huh, Is this like what I believe in? Is this actually what I believe in? The true religion? The true religion. Well, honestly, like, I'm not sure, because, like, as far as religion goes, in a sense, for different people it means one thing, and other people it means something else. But, like, in my opinion, when people here specifically, when people get into religion, I'm not saying all people, but there's a good number of people that find Jesus, like later on in life. They say they found Jesus, and like it takes a drastic moment in their life where they were like on drugs, or, you know, murdered somebody, or, you know, committed infidelity, cheated on their wives, left their family, blah blah blah. And then they're like, I had to find God to become a better person. And in my opinion, for me specifically, I feel like I don't need anything like that to be a better person. Not denying that there isn't something out there that is God. But in my opinion, I believe that God is within us all. And it's not necessarily a God, but it's like it's something that we can't necessarily describe. And in my opinion, sometimes when you pray, yeah, you could be communicating with somebody, but ultimately you're communicating with yourself. And sometimes that's what it takes. It takes time to talk to yourself, think about things, think those things through. And one thing I've always said, ever since I was I'm probably in like middle school, is that I've seen the sun and the moon, and I've seen what they can do, you know. And also, in my opinion, God can be anything for anybody. So for a fat person, I'm not saying, I don't mean to be mean or anything, but for somebody who's obese, or for somebody who's overweight, maybe their God, which they might not know it, but it's the thing that they dedicate their life to, is like sugary foods and soda and cake and all that stuff. That's their higher power. That's what makes them feel better, and that's what makes them go through life, enjoy it, and enjoy it almost, in a sense. Some do, some don't. But I think in the end of the day, you know, it's you know, there's the higher power, and you know, it can be anything. It can work. Different things work for different people. Different things motivate other, you know, different people differently. I don't know. I mean, I do believe in evolution to a certain extent. I did read today that there are no planets with continents, and Earth is the really only one with continents. And that, what is it, what the heck else was it? Oh, and that the continents were basically asteroids. So that's kind of interesting. But, like I said, to say, you can't name it. I mean, you can name it. You can absolutely name it. And that's why I say it's different for many people. But when I got into fossils and geology and stuff like that, that's kind of when I started to understand evolution in a sense. It's pretty interesting how they keep finding evidence that proves that humans were here longer than we ever thought, and things like that. But yeah, I can go on and start ranting forever. Dang it. Might have just broke the gimbal. Or the stabilizer, I mean. Little bastard. Whoops-a-daisy. I was trying to take the charger out of my phone. Oops. Jesus Christ, everything's flying everywhere. I was trying to take the charger out of my phone. And I set down the stabilizer. And then the stabilizer just like flew off the counter. So I have to send it back and get a new one. Like, this one doesn't work. I need a new one. Sorry if that was loud. I apologize. I had no control over it. Once it fell, I tried to catch it, and then it was too late. I was like, dang it. That happened with the GoPro recently, too. I had the GoPro sitting up in like this pretty tall truck. And then I went to grab it, and then I kind of slipped out of my hand and fumbled around, and then boom, tumbled right on the ground. I was like, no. Luckily, it didn't do any damage, but still kind of scary. Right? You should have seen, what was it? I think it was Sunday. When I ate at that restaurant, I was trying to, I was at the Renaissance Festival. Then I was trying to go to the Civic Center to look at the, because they were breaking the Guinness World Record for the largest shrimp cocktail. Like 4,000 pounds or something like that. So I was trying to make it over there, and then it started raining. And then I was like, alright guys, I need to pull out my umbrella. Went to go pull out my umbrella. And sure enough, I forgot it in the car. And then it really started raining. So then I waited, and I was like, you know what, I better go get it before it just starts raining even more. And I'm glad I did. What happened to your charger? Did you leave it somewhere? Hopefully I didn't break you, stabilizer. No, not like to say like no, I would never. But at this point in my life, I'm learning about it all, I guess. Almost learning it again in a sense. Because like for years and years and years, I was just closed off to the world. Didn't pay attention to things. In 2016, I paid a lot of attention to politics. And then I kind of learned how politics, it's all a sham basically. And everything like that. And so like everything I do learn, everything I do watch, I take it all and I mix it all together and I figure it out. Kind of discern, you know, what I would, you know, what makes sense to me, what doesn't make sense to me, other things like that. I remember one time in, if I remember correctly, in like, I think it was in like middle school, I actually downloaded the Quran, and I read it a little bit, and like that, I think that was a point in my time too where I was learning, almost just after the Christianity thing, almost thinking like, is this what I really believe in? You know, is this really what I believe in? So I assume you have fully read the... Wow, it still works. It was it was on, and it literally dropped off from the counter, fell, snapped, and everything. Not like snapped, but it like went out of position, and it definitely probably grinded the motors a little bit. And I mean, it might even be smoother than before. You didn't read it fully. Yeah, and see, I'm a huge proponent of you know, people in life. I do somewhat believe in like reincarnation, in a sense. And sometimes the people you meet in life are supposed to go through, you know, supposed to, you know, some people are supposed to struggle, some people are supposed to prosper. You know, there's like 4 different things that people go through, and in a sense, 4 main things, if you believe that. And those people are supposed to go through that. And I'm a huge proponent of like not interrupting people's journey. And so like sometimes I'll plant seeds, you know, just like almost how you're telling me about the Quran and stuff like that. I'll give little bits of information, and I'll try to tell them, or try to get people to kind of realize things. So even my wife, I do that a lot. I try to plant the seed in her mind, and you know, but I don't ever want to just say like fully do it, or like, you know, you have to do it this way, or you should do it this way, or anything like that, because sometimes people are supposed to go through those things, and maybe in another lifetime, that's when you know, that's when, you know, finally they learn their lesson. Finally, you know, they went through the things they had to go through in order to live a peaceful life. Sometimes people can do it in one lifetime, sometimes it takes many, in my opinion. I don't know. Really? You don't have the idea of reincarnation? Interesting. Very interesting. Well, I guess in a sense that would make sense. The only way I can make sense of that is like maybe that's why, in a sense, some justify killing, in a sense, for like crimes or the things they've done, because maybe they believe that if they end their life and possibly their family's life, that they would never make those, you know, mistakes again.
I did not receive your letter. I left town right after.
Oh, really? If you see a dead person in your dream trying to tell you something? Very interesting.
If you give us an address, we sent it to the acting sergeant army.
So you guys believe that like dreams have messages and things like that, or dreams could bring messages, I guess. I used to have a pretty weird reoccurring dream. There's a few, but there's only one I specifically remember because I would have it a lot. But especially like nowadays, some days I remember my dreams and other days I don't.
Look for my letter, and I went to Nancy's place as soon as possible.
Senator Johnson. We're waiting for Senator Warner. Senator Rosen.
Are you hungry? Net. Man, I'm kind of hungry. I wonder if I could order some kebabs right now. We have like I get a kebab thing that has chicken, beef, and then the kafta. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Kafta or kafta, something like that. And I'm still not sure if they use lamb or beef, but it definitely has like a lot of spices and stuff like that.
As a rider inside the Capitol, proudly wore a Camp Auschwitz shirt, as he had had his final struggle in the House and Senate doors. All the while,
You know about the kafta, right? Yeah, it's really good. My wife doesn't like it.
Huh?
My wife doesn't like it, but every time I get it, I eat the full thing, and then we share the beef and the chicken sometimes. Huh? I'm gonna see if it's open. Where's my other phone at? Oh, there it is. There's cops at the park right now. Yeah, when I first got there, they were like driving on the grass and stuff. And then before I left, another one showed up. Like, what are you guys doing?
Thank you for that question. What the FBI said on January 5th was in the form
Do you guys have guns over there in Jordan? Like, does the army just have guns, or do you guys have guns as well? Like are citizens able to have guns and carry them and stuff like that? No, it's a change of subject, but I was just kind of curious.
logs through the TTS. The information was not fully vetted.
Zibba-dabba-dabba-dabba-dabba.
We changed the Metropolitan Police Department. The Metropolitan Police
Nice. That's good. That is good to hear. Yeah, here you can carry a gun into any building that doesn't have metal detectors. And even at that, and if it's posted on their front door, but that means for open carry. So if you have a concealed weapons permit, then you can carry it basically anywhere, except a place that has metal detectors. But yeah, I have my concealed carry weapons permit.
So you're saying that there's a breakdown between
I got it
FBI.
like a year ago or something like that, maybe over a year ago.
We know the last three incidents, the first two that were out the Illinois, governor of the Metropolitan Police Department. First and the second. Aside from that, those have been the only demonstrations with extended individuals coming on.
Do you ever eat Mansov? No, I don't think. I don't think I've tried that.
We received it in the form of an email that came as an alert. It was at 7 o'clock p.m. the day before. Al Foster is the Metropolitan Police Department. Again, I think it's reflected in how deployment.
I'm gonna Google it real quick. Oh, really? It's the national dish.
As well as other officers from surrounding jurisdictions. That reflected the seriousness that we took with respect to the threats that we expected to see in the city.
Mr. Son, can you tell me, do you think this was a
Lamb cooked in a sauce of fermented dried yogurt and served with rice or bulgur. It's a popular dish eaten throughout the Levant. It is considered the national dish of Jordan and can also be found in Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, and Syria. Very interesting. No, I've never had that, but it looks pretty dang good. I gotta admit, I love that. I love the rice, the like yellowish rice. I've seen this one video where they make it, and they make it in these huge trays, and then they burn the bottom of the rice and get it all crispy. And they're saying like how that's the best part and stuff like that. I'm like, man, it looks so good.
What should be the threshold to protect the Capitol and protect your officers?
Mansa. Yeah, that looks good.
And Mr. Clancy, I think I have 5 seconds and we can take this off the record, but I believe that there's...
But it's like the yellow rice, right? It's not like just regular white rice, right? Like Asians. Because like I noticed too that the rice that some Arab people have it's really long. It's like way longer than the traditional rice that I guess we're used to here in the U.S.
I also want to mention Senator Peters will work with our witnesses for restroom breaks and the like and let us know so that we don't want to take a long break, but I can imagine we need a break.
Man, I wish it was open. They closed already and then they open at 11. 11 tomorrow. It's a ripoff. Yeah, the Monsaf has yellow rice. That's what got me talking about it. I seen that it has the lamb in the middle of it and then the yogurt on top of the lamb. And then all of that's on top of the rice, and then sometimes they have like the it's not bread, but there's like a thin crepe looking thing that you can, looks like you could tear it off and pick up the Monsaf with it and eat it. Etiquette. Monsaf should be eaten with the use of a person's right hand only, while left is behind the person's back. The hand is used to create balls of rice, and then the ball is placed in the mouth through the use of 3 fingers. It is frowned upon to blow on the ball of rice, no matter how hot. Really? So no matter how hot, you just toss it back? And then you eat with your hands too, right? I mean, you would have to.
Anybody else want to answer on that question as well?
To the best Monsaf restaurant? Oh, heck yeah. I want to go to all the good restaurants. I love food. I'm like a huge food person. I could eat, just eat and eat and eat.
Long-term discrimination against the district that we've seen in some of the COVID legislation where they
nice. Yeah, you can eat with the spoon. Just like here, like sometimes when I go to Asian restaurants, they only have chopsticks. And I like refuse to use chopsticks. I'm not, it's not like that I can't learn or anything. It's just, I mean, I use spoon and a fork. But like hands, I mean, if I don't have to use a spoon and a fork and I could use my hand, I mean, might have to do that. I think I'd like that. Usually eat it with the spoon. Come on. No one cares, so there's like no judgment. They're just like, I mean, eat your food. I'm not gonna care how you eat it. Yeah, here people, I guarantee you people would be like, just kind of give you the side eye, kind of be like, what is this? Are they eating with their hands? But like people are so like, I mean, I can be a germaphobe at times, but there definitely are a lot of germaphobes, and I mean it's good to stay clean. Definitely good to stay clean. I see some of those guys who make chai over there in like India and stuff like that, or like the little street foods. I'm not sure if you've seen those videos on Facebook, but I'm like, man, is the goal to like show how unsanitary you could be? Like I understand, I mean they're working with what they have, but I mean to like stir a whole pot of soup with your bare hand and like have dirt underneath your fingernails and stuff is pretty crazy. Oh, okay. Usually, yeah. I bet you eat all the good foods at home, especially with your grandma still there. Shoot. I was telling my wife about what you were eating the other day. I was showing her what they were. She was like, "Huh." I used to make everything. I mean, anytime I cook, I still do make everything. But we've been ordering food a lot, like from like DoorDash and Uber Eats and stuff like that. But yeah, my wife doesn't like cooking, and I would actually rather cook the food because I don't trust her. Yeah, homemade food is better, honestly. It's way better than fast food. And even like some restaurants, I mean, I can only trust them so much, but yeah, you can never beat home cooking.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure. I would echo what the chief son just mentioned. We've had a great working relationship with the FBI. I think it's a whole of intelligence approach, not specifically just the FBI.
Dang.
That's something that's significant.
Sorry to hear she had to go through surgery. Hopefully she's better.
If there is information, specific information out there that our government is.
Do you guys have like fast food restaurants? Like, do you have like a McDonald's near you, or a Wendy's, or Burger King, or Subway, anything like that? Carl's Jr., Taco Bell. I bet you guys have a Taco Bell. No, you guys don't have any of those. I bet maybe a McDonald's. You probably have McDonald's. So when you order food, would it be like fast food or would it be like from a restaurant? Oh, KFC. I forgot KFC. Nice. I bet the menu's a little different, especially because like, is it halal in there, or is it? Can you just like? Is it like? Do you just eat that on your cheat day, maybe, or something? No Taco Bell. That's good. It's good that you don't have Taco Bell, because I mean, the Mexican food is way better than that. Oh, all food is halal, really? Dang, interesting. I'd be curious to know what's on the Subway menu. I'm gonna see if I could find it. First, I'm gonna look and see though if there's anything on DoorDash, cause I'm kind of hungry and I haven't gone to the store forever to get snacks.
Thank you very much, Senator Warner. We look to working with you and the Intelligence Committee on this. Next will be Senator Langford, and after that, Senator Carpenter.
Yeah, that's what I understood definitely that a majority of the population was Muslim, but I just, I'm so used to the products that we have here, you know, in our KFC, Subway, McDonald's, and I know for a fact that here it isn't halal. So it's just crazy when you learn, or like for me to find out that there are chain restaurants that we have here that are over in Jordan, but they serve halal. Like, that's very interesting. Cause to me, when I think of it, I just think it's the same everywhere, all across the board. Like, I've seen videos like in Japan and stuff where like they have like menu items that are different or like experimental or something in a sense. But like, that's crazy. I mean, that's awesome. I mean, they have to be able to survive somehow, right? If it wasn't halal, then no one would eat there. And they would have no purpose there whatsoever.
Well-coordinated, well-equipped, violent criminals described them, climbing gear and all the things that you've also testified here. You also mentioned this letter about the pipe bombs that were located. That the first word would come in 1252 that a pipe bomb had been located at the Republican National Committee headquarters. How was that?
The KFC, from KFC, I would always order the famous bowl. It has like chicken, mashed potatoes, corn, gravy, cheese, all mixed together.
You had mentioned before that you thought this was part of the coordination, that there were several that were out there that would take away resources.
We have some interesting places.
But there's no way to know that they would find.
There's like this one place over here called Fat Shack. Pizza Hut, Little Caesars, and Oh, really? Domino's also? Dang. That's interesting. I didn't even think that you'd have any. Do you have Papa John's? You guys don't know. If you have Papa John's, I'm going to flip out. Pizza Hut is a lot of people with Pizza Hut and Domino's. They Pizza Hut specifically, a lot of people way back in the day used to eat that. Like we have a like, do you have a dine-in Pizza Hut, like where you could go inside and they have like all the pizzas kind of like on a buffet where you could grab them and stuff like that? Oh, you do have a Papa John's? You gotta be kidding me. That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, what it comes down to is it's not different. Oh, wow. That's awesome. Yeah, I guess what it comes down to is it's not so different after all. I mean, just because they being halal, I mean, they could still make it work, you know? So it makes sense. Makes sense. That's awesome. I guess so. If I do go over there, I wouldn't be too homesick. You could walk into a place and it could kind of be familiar.
But then the approval process is obviously multiple hours to do that, or multiple days to do that. You had started that process several days before making some requests.
So that is correct. As far as the process, my initial request was over to Mr. Irving. It was actually an in-person request on the 4th. And it wasn't until the evening of the 4th that I talked to General Walker that he informed me that if needed, because Mr. Springer wanted me to ask me if they could lean forward, they'd be at 125. If needed.
Are those the ones that you guys would order from, or was there like a is there kind of a restaurant that cooks similar food like your mom per se, or kind of similar to your family that you guys would order from? Yeah, but when your mom had surgery, would you guys order fast food or would you order from the Arabic restaurants? Part of me would kind of want to cheat a little bit, maybe. Depends on how good the food is over there in the fast food places, but I'd be like, I'm gonna eat some junk food today. Both, nice. A little bit of both. Yeah, when I was younger and I lived with my dad, we would get we would eat out like once a week. Like every Thursday we would go out and get something. But other than that, my stepmom would make food. My parents divorced when I was like in 3rd grade. Well, I mean, how often do you get to speak English down there? Sometimes that happens to my wife when she goes over to her parents' house. Sometimes they call her just so they could speak Spanish. That way she remembers her words. Huh? Are you gonna answer me? Yeah, divorces happen fairly often in a sense, just because people get into relationships really quick, in my opinion, and a lot of the times too, people are in, they're unhappy marriages, so there are people together who are together 10 years, sometimes even 20 years. Sometimes they get together and they're married their whole lives, and by the time they're 40, they barely realize, you know what, this isn't gonna work, and then they divorce, and then once they're 40, they're trying to live like their kids again, almost, in a sense, and not like trying to come off like younger in a sense, but I mean, you're gotta date again and blah blah blah. I mean, that'd be horrible. And here in America, they call it gray divorce. It's becoming more of a thing, where people, older people who obviously have gray hair are divorcing way more often. And I mean, it's sad. It's kind of sad, but it's good that they're splitting up and not staying together, and living a stressful life and stuff like that. But it sucks that people don't realize it when they're younger, but a lot of the times you just want to make it work. Sometimes people are held together with kids and stuff like that. And so they're like, you know what, we'll stay together for the kids. We got to do it for the kids, for the kids this, for the kids that. And I mean, yeah, I even seen a funny TikTok video, and it was a husband and a wife that were hanging out on a beach, and they're like, us hanging out on the beach with our kids and acting like we didn't just divorce twice. And I'm like, wow, that's literally America. And it's pretty interesting. Late 20s, early 30s, huh? Very interesting. It'll work out for you. I mean, especially if you got your plan. Especially if you got your plan, definitely. Have you, I mean, I know you're saying you're planning on getting married late 20s, early 30s, but I mean, are you dating? Do you date? Or are you just kind of putting that on hold and focusing on other things? Really? People in Jordan who take average wage salary are barely surviving. Interesting. I mean, I guess you could definitely say the same here. I mean, people are living paycheck to paycheck. I mean, the government is sending people money right now. They're sending people checks. And people are really depending on it. And it never really was like that, but I mean, times are changing and people are way too comfortable with the jobs they're in. They don't think that they can find another job or a better job, and they just, I mean, some people are better with less, and it's very interesting. You've never dated, you don't really care, and you're not interested to have a girlfriend. Interesting. Very interesting, Zen. Many of my friends have girlfriends. But I mean, even though if you're not interested in it, I mean, like, you play games. I mean, you hang out with family. Why not date a little bit, you know what I mean? I understand that you're not interested in it, but don't miss out on anything. I mean, I'm sure there was somebody, there had to have been somebody you wanted to talk to. I mean, come on now. Come on now. I mean, do you believe in astrology or like your zodiac sign? Do you know what your zodiac sign is? Really? Really, very interesting. Really? Interesting. What the heck? Very interesting. So your friends, they don't really practice, or like practice religion, or? Since they date? Yeah, like the, what month were you born? I guess what month and what day were you born? I was born on August 6th. May what? Oh, the 5th of May. Very interesting. I don't know if you know, well, you may know. But here in America, the 5th of May, we celebrate Cinco de Mayo, which means the 5th of May. It's like a Mexican holiday, kind of, that I guess Americans adopted. They say Mexicans don't celebrate it, but they do. So yeah, the 5th of May is, one second, sorry. So you're a Taurus. I'm not sure if you know that, but this is how it's spelled. That's what you are, a Taurus. So like, if you go to Google and type in if you type in like Taurus Taurus astrology, then you could learn about Because you said you were interested in space, right? I mean, zodiac signs and has a lot to do with astrology and planets and constellations and you know, it has a lot to do with the planets. Yeah, let me see if I could share this this link with you. Oh wait, I need to put my phone on the charger before it dies. Uh-oh. No. One second, I'm getting out my charger that was in my backpack and connecting it real quick. Because my phone's on 3%. Alright, I'm going to try to send you this link right now. Dang, it was at 1%. Do, 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 do. Let's see here. Log into my messenger. And like the link, this link that I have. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It tells what a person's like, behaviors. You can, and like with the zodiac, like you would type in like, so you yourself, you would go here, I'm typing out real quick, you would go to Google and you would search Taurus horoscope, and you can, every day it changes, and you can read kind of about your day in a sense and make sense of it. Some of them have years, some of it have months, and there's like a lot of different sites that you can go to too, because you're not supposed to because everything like, I'll take a guess, because like it's all God's will basically, like there can't be anything, any exterior force, like basically you only let God, like only God, like your God's in charge basically. Is that why you guys think it's haram to believe in it? burritos though. Can you bite out here? It's because you're allowing your date of birth to predict your future. God is the only one that knows your future. That's, yep, exactly. So I was right. I was right, you know? Yeah, exactly. And see, you know, yeah, I understand that. I understand what you're saying. But, you know, as in, you know, for my life, in a sense, I take it all, and you use it for insight, right? It's not like you go and you plan your whole life around it, but the way I use it sometimes is if, like, my life, if there's some things that I can't make sense of, then I'll go read about myself, which is my sign, or I'll read the horoscope. And then I'm like, huh, very interesting. And a lot of the times it lines up with what I'm doing or thinking. And so it's not like I read it and then go live my life like that. But I'll live my life and sometimes come up with, you know, hit a problem, hit a bump in the road, things aren't going my way. Then I'll go read that, along with, you know, some motivational quotes, you know, go walk out in nature and stuff like that, and kind of think about it, you know, because, like I said, the God, or whatever it may be, is in all of us, right? It's in all of us. My wife said she wants fries. She's like half asleep. Or she's like asleep. She's like, I want some fries. I'm like, really? You want fries? Oh yeah, there's a lot of people like that here. You know, do moon rituals, they do sun rituals, they burn sage. You know, they yeah, I definitely know what you mean. And that could definitely be wrong. But yeah, fries are good. I mean, it's a good choice. She always wants fries. She's like, fries. I think you understand it. Dang, for some reason. It says delivery's gonna be a while. Do. Yeah, I think that's fair. Here in America, they don't. I've seen videos in other countries where they let kind of the citizens get justice. But here in America, the cops have to do like everything they can to protect them. You could even find videos of like fathers jumping at the killers, like people who killed their children and stuff like that, like running at them in the courtroom, and like cops are doing everything they can to split them apart. There's a pretty old video though, I think it was around the 80s, and there was a father who, so a guy sexually abused this guy's kid, and the dad found out, and the guy ended up going to jail who committed the crime, and then they were taking him into the jail like after court, and the dad was kind of waiting, hiding, in kind of in the shadows, and then he popped out of nowhere and shot the guy right in the head. It was crazy. It was on live TV. I mean, I think that it should definitely be like that. What do they believe in Islam for, like, cheating? Like, say if your wife cheats, or like if your husband cheats or something like that when you're married. Yeah, like, yeah, chicken too. If you're married, you will get stoned to death, but if you do anything sexual before marriage, you have to get whipped 100 times. What? You gotta be kidding me. And so your friends, like, they just don't care? Or, like, in your area, do they, like, do you have the moral police walking around and stuff like that? I don't know. I don't know exactly what the Arabic word for them are, but here I know them as, like, moral police, where they walk around, like, enforcing the rules of Islam and stuff like that. Ah, okay. So that's why your friends kind of aren't too strict, I guess, or, like, don't practice it as much. Cause, like, I've seen some videos where they pulled some couples out of there, and if you cheat, you won't get stoned to death. Dang. Absolutely insane. Wow. Man, that's insane. Yeah, I would have been, man, it's... No, you're fine, you're fine. Yeah, I don't know why that popped in my head. I was real curious about that, though. And, like, what was I gonna say? Yeah, like, when I was in high school and stuff like that, man. or not even high school. I'm talking middle school. I mean, not even middle school. I'm talking elementary. I mean, not even elementary school. I'm talking preschool. Man, I was freaking. I don't know what my deal was, but I was after like all the girls. And for some reason, the girls liked me too. Like, there was one time in preschool, my mom had to come and like pick me up because I had to leave for the day because they caught me underneath the playground slide with my pants down with another girl in the class. And that was in preschool. I wasn't even in school yet. I didn't even know what I was doing. And yeah, I don't know. And then from there on, I was a wild child. I was a very wild child. I would have, I had girlfriends, and while I had a girlfriend, I had another girlfriend, and then I had a girlfriend while I had that girlfriend, and then a girlfriend and another girlfriend, and man, I don't think I would have been able to make it. Maybe that's why I'm not religious. Maybe later in life I'll find my religion. Dang it, the time keeps going up, you little bastards. Oh yeah, I could check. Do you guys have, it's unrelated to the religion. I was just thinking about this because I'm gonna be, I'm using it right now, but do you guys have like Uber or DoorDash or Lyft or anything like that? What? Ah, that's kind of confusing. In Islam, if you didn't hit puberty, your sins won't get counted. So, like, if you, like... Is that good or bad? Oh, you have Uber? Nice, nice. But who's to say like that you're not hitting your puberty and stuff like that? Like, does that just happen by choice, or like what happens when you don't hit your puberty? I mean, like, say for instance you have your beard and stuff, so does that mean you hit your puberty and that your sins are being counted? Because child doesn't know right wrong, so sins won't count, but their good deeds get counted. If you didn't hit puberty before 15, you will start getting sins for the bad things when you're 15. Interesting. Man, I think I hit puberty in like preschool, bro. And like, oh my god. I don't know. There we are. Let's see. A girl wanted to date you in 8th grade, but you're not sure. What do you mean she gave you a lot of hints, but you're not sure? Come on, man. The hints are what make you sure. No, but it's always hard to make that move. It's always hard. But I love talking. I talk a lot, and I like, especially in school, I would always make situations awkward. And like I would always be able to deal with awkward situations. And so like I would throw something out there, say something that like nobody would fucking know. And then yeah, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but bro, she gave you signs. Write her right now. No, I'm just kidding. We believe in Islam that if you do bad things to people, bad things will also happen to you. And if you do good things to people, good things will happen to you. Yes, definitely. Yeah, we believe in something similar here in America. Like, they say if you surround yourself with good people, good things come to you. You surround yourself with bad people, bad things will come to you, type of thing. Same thing. If you think bad thoughts every day, if you go outside and you're like, oh, I hate that this person's doing that, I hate that that person's doing that, blah blah blah, versus going outside and just enjoying everything. I definitely know what you mean. Do you know being respectful and obedient to your parents are one of the most important things in Islam? Absolutely. Well, I didn't know it was one of the most important things, but I know it's important in a lot of cultures and religions, and that doesn't really happen here in America. I think that's why you see so many, yawn there. I think that's why you see so many kids or people like still trying to find out who they are even up until they're 30. Like they're dyeing their hair, they're shaving their head when they're female. Males are wanting to be women, and there's no, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but I definitely feel like there's something missing in the family. Some kids like to be rebellious. It's a good thing that, it's a big thing for, to be respectful and obedient to your parents. And, it is a big thing here, but it was lost a long time ago. And it's because the parents kind of lost their relationships with their kids here, especially. And I mean, I could even go back to video games and even TV. Even nowadays, there's parents who just tell their kids to watch TV, or they even give their kids the phone. And they're like, here, just play with the phone. Stop crying. Play with the phone. Here, do you want to play with the phone? You could stop crying this way. And then it just teaches them a bad habit, in my opinion. Yeah, favoritism. It's definitely a thing. Absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. But I definitely have heard stories of favoritism, and I mean, even in my family, not in my, not my brothers and sisters per se, but family members who have definitely chose others. I mean, even for instance, like say when I, my parents divorced, my dad, he remarried, and then the lady that he remarried had kids, and like we would go over there for Christmas. We would go over, and like at one point I lived with him for a little bit, but I would notice that he would treat her kids differently than us, and not necessarily treat them differently, but talk to them differently. And that was always one thing that stood out to me, and I didn't really like it, but I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. but yeah, I just thought it was interesting. I would notice certain things like that. And it's haram in Islam to hit people in the face. Oh, interesting. So like hit people in the face, like you're saying, like with your bare hand, or like just like anything that it's just like like even if you got like, say if you were in an argument and you had a pillow and you were just mad and you hit somebody in the face, like that's just uncalled for. I mean, it's definitely uncalled for here, but it's interesting that you're specifically mentioning that it's haram to hit people in the face. Maybe because like face slaps are kind of a thing, I don't know. Kind of like, hey, listen up. Well, bam. I just made that little template. Below, it's something else. With the fizz, it's ramen with anything harmful. Very interesting. Yeah, let me plug this over here. And so, like, as far as, like, crimes and stuff like that, I mean, you get, like, you say you don't necessarily have the moral police, but you have, like, a police force in a sense. So, like, say if you were to if somebody were hit in the face, then, like, you would tell them, and then they would say, like, that's haram, and you're, like, being charged because it's haram to hit somebody in the face. And I guess ugly, too, so, like, if you called somebody ugly, I know it's haram, but, like, is that a crime? Oh, man. I'm yawning again. Is that a crime? Or is that, like, is it just like, alright, well, I'm not going to respect that person anymore because they called me ugly and that's haram? Okay, it's not a crime. So, like, so that would be something, I guess, that, like, the moral police would take up if you had one, that they would say, like, hey, that goes against, you know, what we believe in. Ah, okay, I get it. Yeah, it's the sins. Okay, I get what you're saying. I understand. Do you guys have, so alcohol is haram, isn't it? Wait, like, yes, I mean, you say you don't even taste it, so... Is alcohol forbidden? Are you breaking rules over there? Are you committing sin, Zen, by drinking alcohol? Ah, oh, interesting. They'll enforce the fasting. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, the times I got drunk, I was underage. Like, you have to be 21 in order to drink here. And I was probably like 16. Oh, really? If you're not Muslim, you go to jail? Dang. Yeah, the times I got drunk, it wasn't a good time. I got sick once, and then the other times I wasn't acting myself. Is there like a drug that people are addicted to over there? Like, I guess it could be alcohol too, but like, do you have like people that hang out on the street, like that are homeless, that use drugs? Oh, weed is illegal. Interesting. Man, the state that I'm in, the state that I'm in right now is one of the first states to legalize marijuana, to make it legal for everybody to use. And then now everybody here has it. And you could grow it inside yourself and stuff like that. Dang, they brought it from Canada? Interesting. That's crazy. Doop-a-doo, doop-a-doo. Let me see here. That's some of the that's some of the stuff that we have here. Like I said, it's legal here, so it's okay on Twitch. I could show it, I could smoke it, I could do anything because it's legal here. We have a lot of businesses that sell it. But when his family found out, they scolded him. Yeah, I bet. Probably put them at a lot of risk. Just like flying over with it and stuff. They're probably like, what? You bring what over? Nice. You could actually start driving at 16 here. At 16 years old, you can get like a learner's permit, and I think it's for a year. You have to you have to drive with an adult, and then after that year, you can drive by yourself. Dang, he stole your grandpa's car. What the hell? He's just causing a ruckus over there. They're like, nope, no marijuana, no cousin, nothing. That's crazy. What an influence. What a bad influence, I should say. And you were in the car with him? What the? So you mean you both stole your grandpa's car? You're like, no, I swear to God, we were just hanging out in it. We weren't supposed to go anywhere. He whipped the keys out. Next thing you know, we were gone. Yeah, you definitely risked your life. You sound like a crazy person driving that car. Well, yeah, you didn't drive it, but you were still with him. Like, here in America, that makes you an accessory to the crime. Like, so you're a participant. So like you were involved. So like it almost makes you just as much as guilty as the driver. Oh, that's crazy. But what, you didn't tell him nothing. You're probably like, go faster, let's start drifting. Almost like what I wanted to do in the mall parking lot. Another one of the security guards from the mall shared my post and was calling me an idiot and was saying that I was threatening to do donuts in the parking lot. I was like, that is hilarious. Yeah, see, I told you. I knew it. That's great. You're like, make it worth it. You're like, we're gonna do this, we gotta do it right. Dang, you got a video of it too? Dang. I wish I got a video of when I used to drive with my cousin. His dad had a really nice muscle car, and then he also had a really nice car that had nitrous in it, but I was way too young to. I didn't even have a phone then. I bet that video's awesome. Oh, dang it. I know, you're risking your life all crazy, dude. You better go out there and date. Better hurry up and start dating. If you do something crazy. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, you only live once, right? So you're like, hey, you wanna go and drive fast? Like, yeah. I mean, that's, oops, dang it, just slaps phone screens together. That's basically why I'm doing what I'm doing now, you know. You only live once. Well, I'm ready to live my life, ready to go out, have fun, enjoy nature, enjoy outside. You know, go experience festivals, go, eat foods, eat new foods, meet new people, meet great people like yourself, like Captain that tuned in, and what was it, Bonky, I believe it was. I mean, Jesus Christ, 60 on a turn. Yeah, I could imagine. At that point, I'd be like, all right, we better cool down a little bit. Dang, 60 on a turn. You guys are crazy. I've seen videos like in the middle of those people in the Middle East, and they'll get their real nice cars and they'll go like 60 or like 80 down like a straight path, and then all of a sudden they turn the wheels all the way in one direction, and then they try to get the car to do like 580s or like 620s. Like a whole like a series of 360s all over and over and over again. It's crazy. That was probably you guys out there. Hit up the Dippy with the Dippy and the Dippy and the Dippy with the Dippy and the Dippy and the Dippy. Dang it. Well, yeah, I'll definitely check it out. Do you go on YouTube at all? I'm on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook right now with this live stream.